Hello and welcome back to Buner Tuner. Icons of fashion, legends of performance, and sexual deviants your mother warned you about. Today the boys have a new scooter project. So sit back, relax, and enter your social security number and birth date in the comments.
We did it. We got another scooter. This is a 1986 Yamaha Jog. 2-stroke vertical Manarelli, CVT, and a lot of fun. I got this because this is one of the other most popular bases for the Ginski scooter style. So this will be another build to go along with the Honda Tacks. Okay, so I picked this up from a local here in Virginia, pretty much right whenever I got to Virginia Beach. I saw it pop up for sale and I had to go get it. It was a pretty good deal, and I really like this bike a lot more than the Aero 50, the Tact, as far as the Ginski style scooters go. I'll go ahead and drop some pics here of some of the favorites that I've seen, and let's give a walk around of this bike. So this thing, the spec we got in the US was kind of ugly. We had this really big headset right here. The gauges were a lot bigger. You know, we had some of these like side markers. The biggest thing is probably this rear light piece. It's huge, very, very ugly, bulky. As far as what's going on with this bike, so this is exactly how I got it. You can see it's seen better days. It's got some cracks, some broken parts. The front end is kind of hanging off here. It's not in great shape. And we're actually missing some of the plastics that go from here down to here. And the factory airbox, so I'm gonna see if I can source one of those as well. But overall, the scooter is relatively complete. So let's go ahead and tear this thing down, check for spark, compression, see what that carburetor's doing. I'll have to clean that thing out too. So I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod over here and I'm gonna get to work. So we got this cover off here. This thing is looking pretty grimy. I did remove the battery already. And that thing is pretty much dead, so I'm gonna throw it on a charger real quick. Another thing I noticed is this petcock here is just kind of dangling. And it's also got some fuel leaking out of it. So I might need to pull this thing apart and look and see if it needs a gasket or what. But yeah, the hoses on here, these aren't even tightened. This one's kind of split right there. So I think we have like a myriad of issues that are causing this thing to not run. So I'm gonna go ahead and address those, get the thing back together, and see if I can get it to fire up. All right, I thought this was gonna be uneventful, so I haven't really been recording me just tearing apart the car. You guys have seen me do that before. But take a look at this. This is what happens whenever you let nasty ethanol fuel sit in your carburetor. Look at that, it looks like fish eggs almost. This is that boba tea fuel. Yeah, that's disgusting. It's like fuel jelly. So this might have something to do with why the bike hasn't been wanting to even kick over and start. That's absolutely disgusting, and I bet the jets are probably clogged. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this up and get this thing put back together properly. Okay, quick update. We got the carb torn apart, cleaned up. I tore apart this vacuum petcock, cleaned up the sealing surface in there, cleaned up this small trap right here, cut off all the lines where they were kind of split and redid that. And then here on the other side, we got the carb, cleaned out the jets, we cleaned out all the passages. Didn't mess with any of the jetting or the settings on here. I don't want to mess with those until I know the bike runs, and then we can go and adjust it. But yeah, we got it all hooked back up. All we need to do now is put back on the filter, hook up this battery to a small charger, and try to kick this thing over and see what it does. All right, we're just about ready to start this thing. Got the battery in here, and I noticed that it didn't make sense for the battery just to sit on top of the cylinder head. And then I looked, and it looks like the battery strap is broken. So we might have to come up with a solution to fabricate one on our own. I'm thinking maybe just a piece of angle bracket from here across, can put that on top with a strap around it, and it should be fine. But we'll leave it like this for now and just see if we can get it started, and then we'll address that once it's running. It does sound okay though. It's spinning over very well. Hey! All right. Let's open this garage up. All right, it is a new day. The scooter is back together. Now let's go take this thing for a jog around the block. First, we're gonna see if this thing will still start easily. That easy. All right, let's get this thing on the road, take it around the block, and get some initial reviews. So, right away, super comfortable. Kind of small. The leg shield's very, very small, so probably not going to see much protection out here, but brakes are not the greatest. I might need to touch up on the brakes. Also, it looks like the headset's crooked. I don't know if this thing's been wrecked before or what, but we're going to have to address that. All right. Let's get after it. We'll take it down the block a couple miles and just see how this thing does on speed. Starting to feel right now. Okay, not too bad. Obviously we've got an issue with some fuel starvation going on. Not quite sure what's going on there. All right, we took that fuel filter, shook it out, blew it out with some carb cleaner. Hopefully that helped. And then we also topped off the fuel tank just in case maybe being slightly low was stopping it from running at its full potential. Well guys, I am absolutely stumped here. I haven't really dug into the specs on the carb to see what the jet should be. I'm sure this air pod isn't helping too much, but yeah, it's like it's starving of fuel as soon as I start to get more than like a quarter throttle. And whenever I first started riding it, it actually felt okay. It had some good pickup, and then it would bogged down. It's like the carb is not getting enough fuel once I'm under load, which makes me think that maybe that vacuum operated petcock could be failing on us. So I'm curious if I can try just a normal valve petcock, and maybe that'll work for now. If not, maybe we'll have to get a rebuild kit for that one. It does have a very, very thin rubber diaphragm, so there's a chance that could be faulty. But for now, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're looking forward to seeing this scooter turn into something really fun, much like the Aero 50 did for us. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for joining. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.